Hello everyone, welcome to my presentation. My name is Yasinta Azahra. I'm from Management Class 24A, NPM 244111099. And today I am going to talk about operational risks in the company. I hope this video provides you with a clear understanding of the subject. Let's get started. Operational risks in the company. Operational risks are among the most critical challenges that any organization faces, regardless of size or industry. These risks originate from the internal workings of a company, including its process, employees, system, and management decisions, as well as from external events such as natural disaster, supply chain disruption, or regulatory change. Unlike financial or market risks, operational risks are embedded in everyday business activities and can occur unexpectedly, often with cascading effect. Proper identification, assessment, and management of operational risks are essential to ensure that a company can continue to operate efficiently, maintain stakeholder trust, and achieve long-term objectives. Understanding operational risks. Operational risks can be defined as the possibility of loss resulting from inadequate or failed internal process, human errors, technological failures, or unforeseen external events. These risks are inherently complex because they intertwine with other types of risks, including reputational, financial, and strategic risks. For instance, manufacturing defects caused by a process error may lead not only to direct financial loss, but also to customer dissatisfaction, regulatory scrutiny, and damage to brand reputation. Understanding operational risks requires a holistic view of business operation, continuous monitoring of process, and anticipation of potential failures that could disrupt normal activities. Source of operational risks. Operational risks emerge from multiple sources. Internally, they can stem from human factors such as untrained or overworked employees, miscommunication or negligence, process failures like inadequate quality control, inefficient workflows, or poor inventory management also contribute significantly. Technological failures, including system crash, software error, or cybersecurity breaches, add another layers of risks. Externally, operational risks may come from supplier failures, sudden change in regulation, political instability, natural disaster, or even pandemics. For example, during the COVID-19 pandemic, many companies face operational disruption due to both workforce shortage and supply chain breakdowns, illustrating how internal and external risks are interconnected. Human resource risks. Employees are both a critical asset and a potential source of operational risks. Errors, lack of experience, insufficient training, or misconduct can disrupt operation, reduce efficiency, and even leave and even lead to financial or reputational damage. For example, a simple mistake in processing orders in a logistic company could delay shipments, creating customer dissatisfaction and reputational harms. Companies can mitigate human resource risks by implementing clear job description, ongoing training programs, performance evaluation, and fostering a culture of accountability and ethical behavior. Additionally, succession planning ensures that key roles are coverage, reducing vulnerability when experienced staff leave unexpectedly. Process and procedure risks. Inefficient or outdated process can significantly increase operational risks. Ambiguous procedures, redundant workflows, or bottlenecks can cause errors, delays, or resource wastage. For instance, a food processing plant may experience contamination incident if standard hygiene protocols are not rigorously followed. Companies should implement clear standard operating procedure, regularly review and optimize workflows, and use process mapping tools to identify weaknesses. Automation of repetitive or error-prone tasks can further minimize human error, enhance efficiency, and reduce the likelihood of operational failures. Continuous process improvement, guided by feedback and performance data, is essential to maintaining operational resilience. Technology and system risks. Modern organizations rely heavily on technology to manage operation, making system failures a significant source of operational risks. Software bugs, server outages, hardware failures, or cybersecurity breaches can disrupt business process and compromise sensitive data. For example, a sudden failure in an e-commerce platform during peak sales periods could result in lost revenue, negative customer experience, and reputational damage. To mitigate these risks, companies should maintain robust infrastructure, perform regular system maintenance, conduct security audits, and implement disaster recovery and business continuity plans. Employee training in cybersecurity awareness also plays a crucial role in preventing breaches caused by human error. Supply chain and external risks. Supply chain disruption are a critical external operational risks. Companies depend on suppliers to deliver raw materials, components, or service on time, and delays can halt production or service delivery. Natural disaster, geopolitical events, labor strikes, or transportation failures can magnify these risks. For instance, during the global semiconductor shortage, automotive manufacturers worldwide had to halt production lines due to delayed component deliveries. Mitigating supply chain risks requires diversification of suppliers, maintaining safety stock, and establishing alternative logistic arrangements. Real-time supply chain monitoring and proactive supplier engagement can also reduce the likelihood and impact of disruption. Compliance and regulatory risks. Operational risks are often intertwined with Compliance and regulatory obligation, failing to meet safety standard, environmental regulation, or labor laws can result in legal penalties. Operational hurt and reputational damage. For example, a chemical company that ignores hazardous waste disposal regulation may face fines, production stoppage, and public blacklist. Organizations must implement compliance monitoring, conduct regular audits, provide staff training, and integrate regularly requirements into operational process. Establishing a culture of compliance ensures that operational activities adhere to legal and ethical standards, reducing exposure to regulatory risks. Financial implication of operational risks. Operational failures directly impact a company's financial performance. Mistake in billing, procurement, inventory management, or quality control can lead to revenue loss, increases costs, and reduces profitability. Additionally, operational incidents may trigger indirect costs such as compensation claims, litigation expenses, and reputation repair efforts. For example, manufacturing direct resulting in product recalls not only incurs direct costs but can also reduce market share. Companies need to integrate operational risk management with financial oversight to monitoring exposure and allocate research for mitigation measures effectively. Case example: a logistics company experienced a major operational disruption when a simultaneous IT system failure coincided with a delay from a key supplier. Shipments were delayed, customer complained publicly, and expedited shipping increased operational costs. The company responded by implementing new IT monitoring system, creating alternative supplier contracts, and providing staff with contingency training. This example demonstrates that operational risks often overlap and that comprehensive mitigation plans, quick response, and proactive management are essential to minimizing impact. Risk mitigation strategies. Managing operational risks requires a structured approach that combines prevention, detection, and response. Companies should identify potential risks, assess their likelihood and potential impact, and implement mitigation action. Key strategies include standard operation procedure, employee training program, quality control measures, technological redundancy, cybersecurity protocols, supply chain diversification, and contingency planning. A culture of risk awareness, supported by leadership and continuous monitoring, ensure that the organization can respond to disruption effectively while maintaining operational efficiency. Conclusion: operational risks inherent in every business, and while they cannot be entirely eliminated, they can be managed through careful planning, proactive measures, and continuous improvement. By understanding such of risks, investing in employee skills, optimizing process, leveraging technology, and preparing for external disruption, companies can minimize the negative impact of operational failures. Effective operational risk management ensures that organizations remain resilient, competitive, and capable of achieving long-term goals even in the face of unexpected challenges. So, thank you for attention. I hope this presentation helps you understand.